They say big players make big plays. Well, take a look at these Saints. 500 yards last 3 games, breezing through these cheapskates. Camara looking like he skates. Biggest test comes next week. See you homes in Mexico with Pat Mahomes and these Chiefs. Meanwhile in LA, these fires burning while we pray. But on the field, it's getting real when Cooper Kupp left the game. ACL, that's IR. Biggest injury by far, but big win in this division. SEAHAWKS, they fight hard. Now over to the AFC. Biggest upset we have seen. Mike Vrabel and Tennessee show the Pats what happens when you go cheap. 5 wins for these road teams. Everyone count the boys out, but when Zeke leaps, fans leave seats and these East seeds wide open now. Chargers, they scoping now. 6 straight, but on the low. Houston Titans and the Bolts. Pit Chiefs Pats looked out below. That's the wrap up, now you know. VM up next for show, gone.
Yeah, it's Johnny. They say this is supposed to be the game of the century. It's just looking like another feast to us. Chiefs came to hunt for the kill. See these Rams colliding with an arrowhead. Part your defense, seeing red. We go off here to intercept. This defense is for tough. Pat Mahomes about to blow up when Sammy Watkins gets to hop in. 6 points, see the crowd hush. Over under got no ties. Wreak havoc cross the goal line. We head honcho right above the Broncos. You bow to the Chiefs, that's the bottom line. Whether Houston or Orlando, we red hot, blow a candle. Full learn, dismantle. All 3 phases can't handle. 10-1.
Man, Andy Reid been a choker. Super Bowl hopes? Huh? You been a joker. Yeah. Oh, you think you fought tough when we rolled through, can't dodge the Rams. X-Nay on you also rans. McVay got the master plan. Tell me what your wit worth, that boy genius on the sidelines. All you got is big girth and he can't read when it's crunch time. Offense got the diamond touch, I guess we must have went to Jared. Running through you Gurley boys when that crowd noise, it gets to blaring. Cooks you up like a sous chef, that defense lost in the woods. Let's get it straight, these debates over who's the best are done for good. 10-1. You know, it was such a new school week. Had to hit him with the old school flavor. Week 11. Best game ever, living up to the hype. Both teams traded punches like a left and a right. Most points ever scored on a Monday night came down to turnovers at the end of the fight. And don't forget about the show of the Saints and their weekends like Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. Eclipsing these half-century marks while Titans losing the sparks and Ben is ripping out hearts. Cards are scared of the dark. Bears are setting alarms, waking up King of the North. Flacco passing the torch and Fitz is Mitch in the board. Go for it, what you do on the road, but now Riverboat wrong, gotta sink with the boat. Broncos staying afloat, Chargers snapping the streak, while Andrew Luck and the Colts staying immaculate clean. Redefining the East, the boys Zeke is a beast. It seems Giants have pieced a little offense at least. And next week's these teams will proceed to see whose season will rise to the tippy top like a glob of cream. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'll tell you who didn't. Stafford who threw a pick in the final minutes. The Skins who lost first in a tight division in Atlanta cause roast birds been served for din. A win-win for Philly who slipped past the Giants. Now the division is the prize that they eyeing. A riot about to start in Green Bay cause the way they eating L's like it's cheesecake. For Pete's sake, McCarthy take a number right next to Bowles and Cutter, whose heads will roll this summer. Those seats could melt some butter while Baker keeps on cooking up road wins. The cold winds exercise, curse hocus pocus. Now focus, ain't nothing lucky. The thing about the Colts is 5 straight wins. Miami left with cold fins. Road is cruel to the Giants, Packers, Jags. So go and pack those bags. Playoff dreams are past and Russ is charging back. Chargers answer fast and Pats are still the Pats. So who will crumble last? Two-stepping. This'll be Known as the weak, the meek beat the streaks. No relief, we see all three took defeat. Let's start with the Saints who couldn't find a groove. The boys rolled on through, they drew guns and blew. Down south, the Jags turned red hot to blue. TDs that luck through, not 3, 1, or 2. Now comes the landfill to the Texans. These streaks head to head, don't bring that bull through. Chargers came back, no Melko, that's cool. Pitch back to the Mac, cause now the streaks too. Cameras Rose is back at 6 and 2. Now Carolina's roses really smell like boo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, the Pats remain king and welcome back Rex, while Vikes are at best inconsistent. And please let me vent, Kareem, you messed up, but Chief said next up, we still on this hunt. Green Bay, the pack told Mike to pack up, cause back-to-back snubs from playoffs enough. Contender or pretender, the better end of this pleasure. The end is closer than ever, the clever end with the treasure. But sometimes greatness just takes control. Fall down and you pat my homes, roll out and just let it go. And little do you know what the ending be, but those kind of plays make a MVP. Lost states play till the clock empty. From the jaws of defeat, snatching victory with some trickery and a little bit of luck. Bears backed up the Mack truck, hit him in the nuts, and the Rams walked away with an ample limp. Cause they say that defense wins championships, and they say that Bake looks like a young prince, while the boys raise the stakes on some A1 shit. Name some flip that you seen that's as mean as the team with CMC, and they're bleeding every week while Rodgers takes a sip of the tea like Kermit memes. These lurking teams are circling. Week 15, the big theme scheme for these seeds. These teams with big dreams, they fiend for victory. It seems the intrigue, it lies in the south. In Houston, the path, the chance run through their house. And the Colts, they bucked the boys right in the mouth, while the truck stick was dumb lit in the shutout. For the Titans, the Vikings cooked up a route. That lightning was frightening, new caller in town. And the first round pick of the AAF, breathing life to the skins who were dead AF. And Brady's best was less against a grade 8 test. The desperate team is most dangerous, and from the dust the chant rose and trust that being clutch is all Nick Foles knows. And pose, heating up, exposed and beating up, the Rams are reeling. 2 in a row, you can't fight the feeling that something's going on in LA. The Monstars must have came through and gave way to Chargers, 1 game away from a payday. So on guard, they got these Chiefs yelling Mayday. The Bears stay playing with large hearts, so we callin' King of the North like Rob Stark, then that wrap up hard. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the league, these teams were fighting for playoff seeds. So the Saints nicked the victory, left Pitt in misery. The road to the NFC flows through New Orleans, so you can keep your North Pole. Wiggle through the dome, bro. Breeze dropping gifts like he's Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Houston lost a bye after being so close. Eagles flying high while the clutch of Nick Foles grows so low. Boys at the top all alone, while Rudolph flew off twice to the end zone. A big bag of coal for Steelers and Bolts, who both lost controls and choked. So the Colts take the 6th seed, await Tennessee to see who succeeds and fulfill one dream of a playoff crown. No lay on down while Lamar is out here steady, slay on doubts in the main slate. The late game Rusty made plays that greats they all make to clinch playoff day. To the fans that always support in all days, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Put the season to bed, 2018 in the mattress. Steelers, Titans, and Vikings, they just couldn't hack it. So these championship pipe dreams are lost like Atlantis. Let's take a closer look at these playoff brackets. It's an easy week for the teams elite. Pats, Rams, Saints, and Chiefs can all take a seat, while the Colts hit repeat for the 3rd time. The Texans regreet with the beast from the line. So Wild Luck and Watson get all the attention. Real battles popping up in the trenches, while the Ravens running game stays something relentless. And the Bolts sending lightning in every direction, but the Bolts ain't in for an easy week, trying to stop Lamar Jackson's arms and feet, and the defense is ranked number 2 in the league. But these rivers flood mountains no matter how steep. The elite of elite, Bears D is a beast, while the legend of Nick Foles grows down in Philly. So will the path relapse like the storybooks, or will the Bears clap snapping that the glory took? The Bears and Hawks, they look both hunting for spots, but the game will come down to who's running the rock. Yeah. It's playoff time for the wrap-up too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bears were the choice to be next up, right? till their season went doink off the left upright. Mitch and Reek had them boys all set up nice until the ice ended night. Couldn't step up twice, so Cody Parkey, your ass down. Kicker a class clown, so much for the Bears now, cause they couldn't bear down. Hawks couldn't walk all the talk that they hand out. Zeke like a heat-seeking missile, 12th man down. Colts and Bolts are focused, got the AFC on notice. Ain't a trick, no hocus pocus, ain't a blip. These O's are potent, and those D's that go unspoken. Got these teams almost unbroken. Slayed the Ravens, they caved in. The Texans' tears are soaking, now they're poking down a sleeping Giants. Buys are done, no easy climbing, no surprises. See you shining, vying for the ultimate prizes. Everyone got too cute last week, forgot who the juggernauts were. Yeah. Oh, well, soon we forget the teams that's proven the best. And when they're put to the test, these outs get put down to rest. You see, we must have been crazy, baby, doubting the GOAT, saying Chargers amazing while Brady hunting for throats. See, the flats were open, our B's went deep. How many TDs for Sony? PS3. Throw the deuces for cheetah. See ya, the D was the indie beater, so follow the leader, cause Andy Reid made a breezer, the hottest team in the league. Now the storybook closed, 0-4 on the road. The foes fairy tale over, cause the Eagles can't fly where the Marshawn lands. The magic went poof right through all Sean's hands. And how about Sean's Rams? Boys ain't stand one chance, cause CJ and Dirt Sand and Bert Sand, Todd Gurley unleashed a flurry of fury. The boys and Gurneys are now 1 and 2 seeds up in the tourney. Yeah, let's take it back to 2001. The path to GOAT had just begun. The greatest show on turf was the first victim of the chosen one. 18 later we here again, same story, just a different pen. Another chapter to become the master. LA and Boston, they meet again. The referees can't make amends. League said what Sean Payton knew. Blatant miss of interference interfered with the wins for New Orleans. I'm sorry, this year too with this pain for you, cause Greg the Leg nailed 58 to seal the fate for the Navy Blue. Both games ended in OT. Pats advanced in the cold freeze. Pat's hands never had a chance, had to watch the Pats turn all three. Third and longs with the first downs. That coin flip was all she wrote. 6 chips is the goal now. Pats in, Chiefs going home. It's a new guard against the old heads, new arms against the old vets, high flies against the run threat, outliers against dominance. Which team can top the list? VM, we on top of this. Feb 3rd, that quest begins for Super Bowl champions. Whoa! Man, I'm tired of these Patriots. Time for a new dynasty. Rams. You think we scared of this Brady bunch? Better check yourself or we check to run. New age has just begun. New school is in session. It's a new era that crown fitted. New England put frowns in it. Offense, you drown in it. Not like the others, our style different, put miles in it. Road tested, keep your Sony, we ain't playing games. Spoiled brats, we taking names. Judgment day for that Spygate. Annihilate and do some damage. What you gonna do without using cameras? Me now, we just getting foul at King Domicon. Climb the highest tower, it's a new hour that time froze. Get the ducking when Donald. Get the stalking Bill Brady's coffin. Sacks we eat like McDonald's. Pack the heat, pass the torch, light the fire in this dynasty. Like Danny, we storm-born, kingdom about to stretch far as eyes can see. Champs.
It's the Patriots. We are the dynasty. The Patriots. Marching up to your turf, raise that trophy, number 6. Pick to the house, the McCourty twins, right between the numbers. Yak Edelman, keep pedaling, now Burkhead. Little Tim, it's the first hit, that's 10 yards. Pick up the sticks now, enter the Goats town. All white when we drive down, move the pow. Trent Brown, Sony Michel hit the back loud. Brady's ball through the air now. Peterson's game ran out. Gronk spike hit a whole crowd. Good night, lay the Rams down. Nadamicon, who you stomping on, getting pancake like it's IHOP. Brandon, you ain't cooking, no one been 1 year, still keep it rolling. And McVay with a Gurley or CJ, we gon' stop the run. And Jared again ranks for none, so this war might as well be done.
So here we go, another Super Bowl, undisputed GOAT, unbelievable, inconceivable how these schemes could shut down these teams that ran down the league, held Rams down to 3. Belichick set the young boy down to learn a little lesson about what holding the crown means and what it's like in that bright light beam. Not everyone is meant to shine bright like kings. Preach, Rams shrank in the heat, like the size of a pea. Undeniably, lived and died by thee. Same that it works so well, but what's 11 personnel when the GOAT wears 12 and it's first and goal? And there's Sony Michel. Edelman is getting open all by himself. Gronk smashed with a dash like the clock turned back. Goff's back to the mat on like half ball snaps, so now that's a wrap. No ball till summer, while Brady's out here doing Jordan numbers. And the wrap up strikes with enormous thunder, so stay tuned.